You may not know it, but really cool products and ideas are being created every day in each of our 50 states, plus, of course, the District of Columbia. So all week, we're bringing you some of the top innovations from coast to coast, according to a recent Fast Company article. Joining me now, Jeff Chu, an editor and writer at Fast Company. Jeff, glad you're on the show today. Thank you. First, tell us what exactly inspired you guys to make this list.
We're a magazine that's about innovation and optimism, and there are so many great ideas all across the country that don't get covered. We were looking for ideas that make our cities better, and we found so many of them, and we were only able to highlight 51.
Yeah, I can't imagine the challenge. I mean, first of all, you go about finding all of these innovations, and then you have to whittle them down to one per state. What kind of a challenge was that?
What we tried to do in the end was to have a good mix. Education, arts, architecture, eco-friendly ingenuity, all the things that put together would make the awesomest city in the world. So that's how we ended up narrowing it down. We're not saying that these are the only innovations or the very best innovations, but they're all very merit-worthy, very laudable innovations that make cities in America prospects for a great future.
So we're going through the states alphabetically and broke down Alabama to Florida yesterday. Tell us what's going on, though, right here in Atlanta, Georgia, where I am.
Right in Atlanta, there's a great program at Emory University called the Community Building and Social Change Fellowship. So colleges often get criticized for being in a bubble. And what this does, it takes 12 great students who are interested in community development, and it mixes their coursework with real hands-on on-the-ground experience. So one group of women created an HIV/AIDS education and prevention program in conjunction with some not-for-profits focused on minority women. And another has been canvassing and exploring affordable housing options in a certain neighborhood, all designed to enlighten these kids and give them a sense of what's real in combination with their coursework.
And what's happening in Hawaii that you could tell us about as we move through the alphabet here?
In Hawaii, a guy named Justin McNaughton had the great idea of creating a car-sharing program for hotels. So let's say you don't want to rent a car at the airport and have it parked in the parking lot the whole time. You just need it for a couple of hours while you're hanging out at the beach, or you want to do a day trip. So you can go down to the hotel lobby, and at a kiosk, you can get a car for a couple of hours. A bonus is that every one of the cars in the program is a green car. It's a Prius or another kind of hybrid. It's a program called GreenCar Hawaii, and he's looking to expand it beyond just the city in Kauai where it is now.
That sounds really cool. What about Idaho? What's going on there?
Now, Idaho was a big surprise for us. It's an avant-garde dance troupe called the Trey McIntyre Project. And no disrespect, but nobody really thinks of Boise as a hotbed for the arts. Well, Trey McIntyre took his ballet troupe, based it there, and the troupe has since become a cultural ambassador for the city of Boise. Boise has totally embraced this dance troupe as their own. They sell out shows, the troupe travels around the country, and it's this wonderful symbiotic relationship that shows the importance of the arts to a community and how communities all across the United States, no matter how big or small, can really embrace something that's forward-looking and artistic and wildly creative.
All right, we have two left to get to, so 30 seconds or less on each. Illinois.
Illinois is a startup called EveryBlock. It takes data and hyperlocal news and it puts it all in one place. I went on there earlier today, looked up a friend's address, and found out that there had been a heroin bust on his block. There had been vandalism to cars. You can kind of see all that police data you normally don't have access to. You can also see what people are talking about. People are really talking about the prospect of a new Walmart and whether that's a good or bad thing.
All right, last state is Indiana.
In Indiana, we have a urban redevelopment project called the National Design District in Indianapolis. We were excited about this because it's an innovative way to reuse old factory space. It's a place called the National Car Factory, and design is going to be one of the industries that America is going to look to for a lot of innovation in the future. And to concentrate live-work space and schools and affordable housing for artists in one neighborhood, we thought that was a pretty brilliant idea.
Well, I think all of those are pretty brilliant ideas, and very cool of you and Fast Company to bring them to us. Jeff Chu, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And if you want to learn more about what's going on in your state, well, you want to check out any of the states that you've missed maybe. For more about the United States of Innovation, you can visit our blog at cnn.com/Allie, and make sure to tune in tomorrow. Same Big Eye time, same Big Eye channel. Yes.